Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. What is most why the F ******? Do you know that fact? If you shake / jangle your keys at a moth, it will do a backflip. It's a defense mechanism. Edit, grammar. Edit, thank you. This was the last, and apparently best ever, thing I said before I went to bed. Yes. It's an adaptation to bat echolocation, which is high-pitched. The moths will drop out of the air to pretend they are dead to avoid being eaten by a bat. One of my favorite units of behavioral Eurobio. Edit, thanks for the awards. Who knew a random science fact would be so cool? Edit #3, gold. Thank you. Feints. MLB umpires are required to wear black underwear in case their pants split during a game. I mean, that isn't the worst call by umpires I have seen. Horses can masturbate by hitting their 70 centimeters long dong against their bellies. That explains that scene from Rob Schneider's movie Animal. Rob Schneider is a stapler. Having seen that up close, it's fucking horrifying. And it only takes like 3 to 4 slaps. Very unimpressive. Relatively small loads too. This is going to be very vague because I don't even remember where I read it, but I remember something about an old insult that's basically dick of a donkey, comes like a horse. Fidel Castro loved dairy so much that he invested in trying to breed a cow that could survive in the climate of Cuba and still produce a lot of milk. He failed over and over for years until one day a cow that was exactly to his specifications. She produced obscene, record-breaking amounts of milk even for a regular cow and could live in Cuba's sweltering climate. There were regular updates on her health in the Cuban national newspaper, and he loved her so much that when she died he erected a huge marble statue of her in her honor. Uba Blanca was her name. Ecropats are a pair of pants made from the skin of a dead man, which are believed in Icelandic witchcraft to be capable of producing an endless supply of money. Would the tailor be called a ecropatsa? Many deaths in the Middle Ages resulted from pigs wandering into peasant homes and eating babies out of their cradles. What? Seconded. The last person who died building the Hoover Dam was the son of the first person who died building it. But did they bury him in that great tomb that knows no sound? In that case he'd still be around. Not only is an elephant's penis prehensile, it's strong enough to throw a grown man around. Imagine being literally dicked around by an elephant. Edit, apparently half of the people on Askreddit are zoophiles Almeo. No, I don't think I will. So they have 2 trunks. One for suck, one for spray. You can fit 8 250-pound, intact, human bodies, supine, in the back of a 2001 Subaru Outback wagon. Fold down the back seat and toss them in. Source, moved training dummies for an army first aid class. Got pulled over because a hand was out and reaching. Sheriff walked up, saw the dummies, laughed and told me to have a nice day after explaining the call. Joke's on him, all the real bodies were at the bottom. Julius Caesar's soldiers used to sing a marching song about how much Caesar liked it up the ass. Edit, thanks for all the awards. Bigus. Dicus. The defense mechanism of the sea cucumber is to eject its toxic internal organs out of its anus, causing the predator to eat them and die. Also they reproduce by having the female shoot out the egg cell and the male shooting the sperm at it. Skeet shooting. Hedgehogs shit when they run fast, therefore if Sonic the Hedgehog was real he would shite himself to death. Edit, these were my first rewards. I cannot thank you kind people enough. Why'd I'll think he eats so many chili dogs? Oh my god. The Etoro people of Papua New Guinea believe that their gods gave their tribe a finite amount of semen in ancient times, and they have passed on their stockpile of precious semen from man to boy for generations since. Do they have a major taboo about male masturbation then? Yes. Any wasting of semen is a bad thing that shortens your life, even sex with your wife. One must be very careful. Yes, as every sperm is sacred, every sperm is great. If a sperm gets wasted, God gets quite irate. In the tropical forests of New Guinea, the Etoro believe that for a boy to achieve manhood he must ingest the semen of his elders. This is accomplished through ritualized rites of passage that require young male initiates to fellow to senior member, Heard January 1984 993, Kelly 1980. In contrast, The nearby Kaluli maintain that male initiation is only properly done by ritually delivering the semen through the initiate's anus, not his mouth. The Etoro revile these Kaluli practices, finding them disgusting. To become a man in these societies, and eventually take a wife, every boy undergoes these initiations. Such boy inseminating practices, which are enmeshed in rich systems of meaning and imbued with local cultural values, were not uncommon among the traditional societies of Melanesia and Aboriginal Australia, Herd January 1984 993, as well as in ancient Greece and Tokugawa Japan. Those people sure do like to have sex with children. Edit, /s as it wasn't too obvious. Probably not what you're looking for, but 1 pound of sugar per 1,000 pounds of concrete will ruin the concrete and it will never set firm. That's kinda cool, may even be useful in some situation. Broken down cement truck. I think some drivers even keep sugar on board. It takes approximately 140 bananas, in one sitting, to kill someone. By inserting them or what? Probably an overdose of minerals. Theoretically, you can die from banana-induced radiation poisoning, except you would need to eat 40,000 of them. 3 Barleycorps laid end-to-end is the basis for the inch. The Barleycorps is also the basis for US/UK shoe sizes. A size 12 is 12 inches long, and each size different is 1 Barleycorps, 1/3 road of an inch, different in length. Edit, guys, I'm not doing every permutation of quirks between the systems. The key thing is that one size difference is one peppercorn different. Be it US, UK, men's, women's, adults or kids. Pigeons sing in 5/4 and 17/8 time signature. One more reason to hate them. One more reason to hate them. They're Tool fans. Edit, thanks for my first ever award, Platinum 2. Appreciate it. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was a really popular novel, and was made into a stage play. The actor playing the eponymous role, S, was so good at switching from the good doctor to the evil Hyde that people wrote to the police claiming that he absolutely had to be the real Jack the Ripper, who was thought likely to be a qualified doctor based on the way he dissected his victims. They thought no normal person would be able to make such a transformation. What is the actor's name? Richard Mansfield. The farthest fall for a human being to survive without a parachute is 33,300 feet. How? Farthest fall for a human being to survive without a parachute. httpsn.wikipedia.org/wiki/vesa_VLOV% C4% 87. Long story short, lots of luck. Got stuck in part of the plane that fell into a soft spot of trees and such, and low blood pressure helped because that helped to not make her heart literally explode. Yes, hearts exploding because of the pressure of an impact is apparently a thing. Best of all, she was temporarily paralyzed and in a coma for a bit, yet after she eventually recovered, she still wanted to go back to work as a flight attendant. Licking marshmallows and sticking them on a car on a night below freezing will cause the marshmallows to adhere so strongly that if they are removed while still frozen they will take the car paint with them. Edit, if not of. Great, now I know another tempting way to be an absolute prick to someone. If you feel the need to stab someone, stab oranges. They're the same consistency as human flesh. Edit, thank you to all the doctors/nurses and tattoo artists who replied to this. A friend of my dad's randomly told me this when I was a kid and I had so many questions. Newly diagnosed diabetics are sometimes advised to practice insulin injections on oranges instead of themselves. I know my parents did this instead of stabbing me unnecessarily as a T1 baby. Definitely read stab organs, and was like, well yeah, no shit. But number. What you suggested is definitely better. And legal. Good call. If you need to hide a body, the best way to do it is to remove the hands and teeth to prevent identification. If they can't identify the body, they can't possibly link the victim to you since they don't know who they are, and dispose of them elsewhere. You can also pour yogurt into the anus to help speed up the decomposition process, further preventing identification. If you must bury the body, make sure to bury them vertically, as aerial searches will look for disturbed ground about 6 or so long. Also, bury a dead animal about a foot on top of the dead body so when cadaver dogs will alert, they will find the dead animal and the searchers will assume it was a false positive, then move on. Edit, holy shit. Thank you guys. I would like to clarify some things. First of all, I am a woman. Second of all, the reason why I know all this was back when I was a teenager up until my early 2020s I was determined to write a novel, one that involved death and murder and all that wonderful stuff. That never happened obviously, but while I was researching for said novel, I learned about some of the things mentioned above. I already know I might be on an FBI list, or several. I am actually quite docile in real life and I don't think I'm capable of killing anybody or dismembering any dead bodies, or for certain I don't think I have it in me to harm animals either. You could also give the police an anonymous call where the dead body is. A field for example. After the police digged up the whole field and looked for the body, just bury it there and the police will probably never look there again. But what do you do when they do find a body? You're always gonna have problems lifting a body in one piece. Apparently the best thing to do is cut up a corpse into 6 pieces and pile it all together. And when you got your 6 pieces, you gotta get rid of them, because it's no good leaving it in the deep freeze for your mum to discover, now is it? Then I hear the best thing to do is feed them to pigs. You got to starve the pigs for a few days, then the sight of a chopped up body will look like curry to a piss head. You gotta shave the heads of your victims, and pull the teeth out for the sake of the pig's digestion. You could do this afterwards, of course, but you don't want to go savvy through pig shit, now do you? They will go through bone like butter. You need at least 16 pigs to finish the job in one sitting, so be wary of any man who keeps a pig farm. They will go through a body that weighs 200 pounds in about 8 minutes. That means that a single pig can consume 2 pounds of uncooked flesh every minute. Hence the expression, as greedy as a pig. Do you know what nemesis means? This last part is bullshit. Nobody is going to think it's a false positive, they'll think it's suspicious that an animal is buried there in the first place. Really all of this isn't as substantial as you'd think. It's great for the long term, but most bodies aren't found and leave a mystery for police, it's the other way around. If they are digging in the first place it's because they already suspect you with other evidence that would tie you to the body. The last part had happened before with a cow, but they found out because of 1 the smell and 2 how common the trick is.